lucky people. It's Friday, the 30th of September. Welcome to the official Hasbro PulseCon 2022 preview show. We're going to take a look ahead at some of the upcoming Hasbro PulseCon brand panels. My name's Stu. You may have seen me on YouTube doing Stu's Awesome Transformers reviews. I'll be your host for the next hour, where we are going to speculate on Hasbro PulseCon's parade of upcoming products. Who's with me? So, good God, my name's Stu. Anyway, I am a huge Transformers fan. I've been collecting for about 15 years as an adult, which is very normal. But I've had a heck of a journey doing Transformers collecting all the way through the Generations Masterpiece and the Movieverse lines, coming into things like Cyberverse. And I've been running a YouTube channel on the side. As we say, it's called Stu's Awesome Transformers Reviews. You can say it a bit slower than that if you like. But oh God, look at this photo. That's not what I look like anymore. That's not even my collection. But you know, the vibe's there. That is basically my life. I am a man up to his eyeballs in Transformers, and I'm not even mad about it. But yes, Hasbro hit me up about a month ago and asked me to do this. I'm unbelievably honored and completely baffled that this is even happening in the first place. But you know, you gotta take it as it comes. I fully don't understand what's happening right now. We are so brutally live. But yes, we're going to talk about Hasbro Pulse. After launching in the UK last year, Hasbro Pulse is expanding further into Europe. And this pre-show is partially a celebration of that. Hasbro Pulse is launching in 4 new territories across the continent. That is Spain, Italy, France, and Austria. We're opening up the community, baby. As we know, community is a huge part of fandom. I've been blessed to be part of a wonderful community, and I've made lifelong friends just through liking Transformers. And I think we all sort of have that shared sort of giddiness, regardless of which fandom you're a part of, whether it's Transformers, G.I. Joe, Marvel. You know, we all sort of have this in common, and this sort of buzz and hype around the hobbies that we choose and the lifestyle that we love. And Hasbro PulseCon, once again, is a part of that. Last year, I was just watching at home on my laptop, scoffing crisps, and yet here I am. I'm the man on the laptop, watching you all scoff your crisps. I see you. But yeah, I reckon, before we crack on, why don't we have a look at what happened last year?
Are you ready to kickstart the biggest Hasbro PulseCon of all times?
Hasbro took its premier toy reveal event to another level. An experience celebrating the world's most iconic franchises and their die-hard fans' passionate pursuit of play.
Check it out.
Hasbro PulseCon 2021. In this 2-day journey, fans around the globe tuned in for highly anticipated reveals from their favorite Hasbro brands.
We got so much planned for you. Prepare for a first-hand look at new releases and Hasbro PulseCon exclusives.
2 days, 9 hours, 11 brands, and countless reveals.
We need Megazord power now!
Broadcast from a studio where Hasbro universes intersect, fans met the experts in brand pals.
They're so good. Lots of detail.
I wanted to show you our brand new line.
Interactive moments let the audience help shape these experiences in real time.
Which Cobra characters do you want to see added to Classified series? Let us know in the chat.
And hundreds of digital assets to create interactive moments. We pulled off the biggest PulseCon yet.
Oh, Ghostbusters.
Featuring exciting reveals enhanced by interaction, PulseCon stoked fan passion everywhere and changed the game for live experiences.
In 3, 2, 1.
Yes, mate, how about that? What a show that was. Who put that reel together? That was brilliant. But yeah, that was a full year ago. I have no concept of what a year is supposed to feel like anymore. But yeah, 2021 was a heck of a time. It will come as a surprise to nobody to know that the Transformers were my favorite bit. Shocker. But yeah, we had Dragstrip revealed, Legacy Dragstrip. That was my first ever Transformer, so nice to see a figure of that coming through. We had Skids. That was fully unexpected. I did this whole half-hour episode about how Skids are so underused and disrespected. And then a new one just comes out, like 3 weeks later. Everyone's like, oh, I bet you feel silly. Nah. It's what I wanted. It's the ideal outcome, actually. I look a bit silly for a week. We all get to enjoy brilliant toys. And I think I got the first review on Bulkhead as well. Not flexing, but it is true. So, I don't know about you lot, but I'm pretty stoked to see what's coming for us this year. Hasbro PulseCon 2022, what do we got? Who even knows? And the powers that be at Hasbro have asked me to give you some teasers and some spoilers, so stay tuned for that. Oh boy, so anyway, over the next couple of days, Hasbro PulseCon 2022 is going to bring you brand panels. We got designer insights, talent interviews, we got exclusive content, pipeline previews, whatever that is, and inside scoops on new and upcoming figures with over 55 new product reveals. So, in the day one lineup, we are going to hit Transformers kicking it off. Heck yes. We got Power Rangers following it up closely after that. We got starting lineup making a comeback. Fortnite, I can't wait to show you that, those are awesome. And Marvel Legends, big time headliner for day one. And then we're going to move on to day number 2. One day was simply not enough. We got G.I. Joe coming in. Avalon Hill are going to show you what they're working on. We got Magic the Gathering. Indiana Jones is making a comeback. And the big dogs, Star Wars, closing off day 2. I, myself, have been given a sneak peek at what's coming, and I even have some secrets to share in this preview show that aren't even going to be in the main show. So over the next hour, we are going to do some exciting teasers and interviews. That's interviews, but it's me doing it. I'm Few, so interviews, do you get it? With some other fans from the UK and across the continent. But before diving in, let's take a moment to talk about Hasbro Pulse. So, as we have established, Hasbro Pulse is now available in 4 new European countries. Once again, that's Spain, Italy, France, and Austria. So today and tomorrow, Hasbro Pulse Premium members are going to get early access on select pre-orders, starting at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. That's, I think, about 11 in mainland Europe and 10 in the UK, before opening up an hour later for everybody, which is even later. It's Friday, treat yourself, have a late one. And I recommend that you sign up now. So what do Hasbro Pulse Premium members actually get? I hear they get early access to select product drops. They are the first to shop back-in-stock items. They receive member-only seasonal promotions and discounts. And they get access to exclusive Hasbro Pulse content, events, and more. What does that mean? I don't know. Sounds pretty exciting, though. I don't know about you. I think it's... Gosh, we are so live right now. I reckon we should talk about some toys in random order, starting with G.I. Joe. Yo, Joe. How are you? How are the kids? So yes, G.I. Joe has been a sort of secondary backup favorite of mine for a long time. Transformers obviously is kind of my whole life, but G.I. Joe, always thought it was dope. Always loved the Tiger Force repaints of these, you know, hardcore military helicopters and that, but in tiger stripes with mad faces on. And G.I. Joe Classified has been bringing fans beautiful, updated, upscale action figures with intense details and wonderful playability, but I really doubt that my favorite's ever going to come back. I kind of played myself there. Everybody loves the classics, Cobra Commander, Dr. Mindbender. My favorite, Toxo Viper. Who's that? But this panel is going to be bringing some serious G.I. Joe brand brass to the table. I don't want you to miss the interviews that are coming as well. We have the iconic Sergeant Slaughter, the big Sarge coming in. That's going to be something. And we also have absolute legend G.I. Joe comic writer and artist Larry Hama, the big man himself. Oh man, this is a trip. So both of these interviews are going to be available on demand as soon as the G.I. Joe brand panel wraps up. Oh, what? Breaking news! I've just got my hands on 2 super exclusive reveals, not even featured in the upcoming Hasbro PulseCon main show, but beyond that, on the horizon, in the distant future. We're so early to this that the artwork ain't even done yet. All we got is words, we got bullet points. This is the news. So, the first figure I'd like to talk to you about is a chap who was, I'm told, an original member of the G.I. Joe team. He was a West Point US Military Academy graduate. Is this ringing any bells? Are we figuring this out? This fella served in the Special Forces unit as a forward observer. He began life as a G.I. Joe team commanding officer in the invasion of Springfield, and he's a respected commander who would never give his soldiers a command he wouldn't do himself. Sounds like an honorable man. So, figure number 1 is Clayton M. Abernathy, also known as Hawk. That's right, baby. Hawk is coming to G.I. Joe Classified for the first time, and I'm pretty stoked to see what it looks like. I hope he's got his helmet. He better have them goggles. But, you know, it's a long way off yet, so we'll see. But, you know, please give him the helmet or I'll be mad. But, like I said, we haven't just got the one, we've got a second one for you. We have 2 reveals for you, and the second one is... here it comes. It's coming. Okay, so yes, this was a lad who dropped out of high school to join a Zen monastery before joining the army. Very normal career path. This was a fellow who had his spiritual awakening on the grenade range. He did what? He's an E4 rank who is specialized in explosive ordnance disposal, EOD demolitions. He's a clumsy, jittery, I can relate, and he is known for dropping everything except for when handling explosives, which somehow calms him down. Who is this maniac? Oh, it's Tormod S. Skoog. Yes, that is his actual real name, also known as Tripwire. Wow, this is sick. So with these 2 future Joes way off on the horizon, why don't we turn our attention to what's right around the corner? So I would like it if you'd join the G.I. Joe brand team of Emily, Lenny, Tony, and Corey as they walk us through the G.I. Joe Classified reveals during Day 2 of Hasbro PulseCon 2022. Moving on to Fortnite, I reckon. Oh gosh, Fortnite. I don't know anything about that. I'm not a gamer. This is not my world. But, you know, I had a look at the toys. They actually totally won me over. This is the biggest game with the slickest figures. They are actually super playable and involving. They've got like double deep knee bends and just an insane level of detail and sort of a really inclusive but distinctive aesthetic that sort of incorporates loads of different wildly varied product designs. Like there's a guy who's a banana, there's a bodybuilder who's a cat, there's a bloke who's just goop, but they all remain recognizably Fortnite. So I am quite looking forward to this Fortnite brand panel. It's going to be a little bit different from the others. We're going to have product designer Edgar, who's going to come in and sit down with Hasbro PulseCon host and game fanatic Cleo Thomas, and they're going to reveal the new Fortnite figures together. I understand they've been saving a pretty big reveal of an upcoming deluxe Fortnite figure just for Hasbro PulseCon. Lucky us. So be sure to check that out today, a bit later on today, on Day 1 of Hasbro PulseCon. So yeah, what time we got? I reckon it's about morphing time? A bit later on? Yeah, all right, well, it's time to talk about morphing time anyway. So, the Power Rangers brand team, represented by Pam and Jordan, will take you through a lightning round of Lightning Collection teases, as well as a peek at the latest Zord Ascension project offering. This panel is also going to get into the comics with Boom Studios, with writers Ryan Parrott and Melissa Flores, along with the cast and executive producer of Dino Rangers Power... That's a lot of very exciting words. Power Rangers Dino Fury and Power Rangers Cosmic Fury, even better. They're going to join us to discuss Season 29 and some reveals for Season 30. So we're going to be looking at a few certain collaborations as well, I understand. That's Power Rangers on Day 1 of Hasbro PulseCon. Check it out. So, once again, Hasbro Pulse is opening up into more and more European countries, and in this preview show, we're going to be speaking to some toy scene regulars from European countries that are already on Hasbro PulseCon. With that in mind, let's say hello to YouTube's Dan of Dan Who Reviews from the UK.
Hello!
Hey,
how are we doing?
Awesome, how are you doing? Good to see you, man.
I'm good, I'm excited for today's reveal. It should be a fun day of toy news. Expensive day, but we know how this is.
Ain't that the truth? So, Dan, tell me, what's your earliest memory of collecting?
Well, you were just talking about it, Power Rangers. Like, apart from the obvious, which is around me, my earliest toy memories actually are about Power Rangers. Like, you remember that good old Toys R Us? Well, my grandparents used to, on Christmases and birthdays, literally give me a trolley with a budget and just say, go and get what you want. And it used to be Power Rangers. I was born in the late 80s, raised in the 90s, so like Power Rangers was like, I was the perfect age for it, if you will. And what was easy about collecting Power Rangers is that, like, I loved the back of the box where you could pick out figures and different characters that you don't have, but it was always hard to sort of translate that across to parents. But with Power Rangers, it was really easy because I could just say, well, I've got the Black Ranger, I've got the Blue Ranger, can you get me the Red and White Ranger? And it, like, I could just give out a different color to different members of the family, and Christmas Day would come and I'd have the whole team. So yeah, I love Power Rangers.
The checklist, that's how they get you. That's efficient collecting. I hear you're also a fan of G.I. Joe, is that right?
Yeah, indeed. In the UK, it was branded a little differently, but my love from G.I. Joe comes from, it was Action Man back in the day. It used to be on this big bright orange packaging, and I used to collect them all of them. But now, as an adult collector, I love that they've brought G.I. Joe into the 6-inch scale, so it will scale with all the other Hasbro brands. Yeah, I've been really enjoying it. I backed the last, the His Tank HasLab, so I'm excited for the future. I really think they've found their stride now with the G.I. Joe classified line, so I am definitely excited for what they're going to reveal. I'd love to see some more small vehicles for the Joes. Now we've got a big His Tank to go up against. I think our Joes need some like vehicles to do some attacking of their own, defending, if you will. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Awesome, yeah, me too. That sounds sick. Is there anything else you're looking forward to at Hasbro PulseCon this year?
Well, again, apart from the obvious, going back to Power Rangers, I've been really tempted to get some of the Zords, but I love everything in the Zordon era, which is the first couple of seasons of Power Rangers. As I said, that was my wheelhouse. And one of the teams they haven't really even done any Lightning collection for yet are Power Ranger Turbo. And Turbo even had a movie. Now, it's not as beloved as the first one, but I do think we are worthy of some Power Ranger Turbo figures in the Lightning collection. So that's what I'm hoping to see revealed today.
Awesome. So do you get in on sort of the role play toys as well, like the cool belts and the space daggers and that?
Mainly just the action figures, and again, that's why I love Power Rangers and G.I. Joe, because they all scale together. And as I said, all the other brands as well, they release in the same similar scale. And as a kid, I was very conscious of scale. Like, I would make sure my toys all scaled with each other. And now as an adult collector, all my figures can scale and sort of cross universes on a shelf, and we're world building even as adults. So yeah, more about the action figures for me.
Yeah, I get it, because back in the day, like you say, with the Action Force and that, it was always 3 3/4 inches.
Exactly.
Now we've got them up to, like, is it 5-6 inches now? And they're like so much. These are the toys that, you know, the kids within us.
A 6-inch is the scale. Like, as I said, my Action Man back in the day were like basically 12-inch dolls. So, like, as I said, now everything is the 6-inch scale across all the different brands. And again, we can world build on our shelf. And I love doing those multiverse crossovers in my collection.
Yeah, man, I totally get it. I think we're going to have to cut you off in a second, but before we go, can you let me know where people can find you and your reviews?
Absolutely. So you can find me right here on YouTube. Just type in Dan Who Reviews, and you will see lots of toy news, reveals, action figure reviews, and also live streams, weekly live streams where we break down the weekly news in this toy world. So come and join me.
Awesome, man. So how long have you been on the YouTube game?
Probably about 4 or 5 years now, to be fair, but I've been enjoying it, and like I said, this is my outlet. As my partner that I live with, it doesn't get as excited as me, so my YouTube world is a place for me to go and share my content with the people.
I get it, man. I got to say, I love that setup behind you. I love this lighting.
Thank you, yeah. I used to tell people it was a green screen, but it's not. It's real. I can go back and pull them all off.
Yeah, this is actually real as well. I'm actually live from the you know, the Neon Future Synthwave Tunnel, you know, in London. It's off the DLR. You can find it. Sweet. Well,
it's good. You look good. You look good. You're having fun.
I mean, I don't know if I look good, but I feel good. This is awesome. But yeah, I mean, thank you so much for joining us. Let me say, I hope you enjoy the Power Rangers panel. And please do, you better, please do have an awesome Hasbro PulseCon, and I'll see you on YouTube.
You too. Bye-bye. Have fun.
Thank you, Dan. All right, that was cool. Love that guy. So, on to the world of superheroes, supervillains, and mutants. Yes, indeed, the Marvel Legends brand panel is going to close out day one. So, would you like to join Ryan, Daniel, and Dwight as they take you through all that is new in the Marvel Legends series? And for all you fans out there, we do have something to tease. Look at us go. Oh, the news, it is so breaking right now. But yes, we're going to be teasing some reveals and some future stuff through the medium of Easter eggs. How very Marvel. But I've been cleared to reveal this particular sneak peek. Here it is on screen. So I understand there's quite a lot of Iron Man armors kicking off. So what's the deal with this guy? What's so special about this? I love the purple card back. But gosh, he looks like a very hench lad indeed. I reckon we're going to have to tune in to the Hasbro PulseCon 2022 Marvel panel and find out what is the deal with this Metal Man. I understand they'll be kicking off with a big bang. It's going to be a blast. Heavens above. Good old Iron Man, keeping it stark. Love it. So, I understand starting lineup is making a comeback. This is an iconic sports figure brand from the 80s and 90s, and it's making a huge comeback in a big way. I gotta tell you, it's not one I'm particularly familiar with. It's not my world. It's a USA thing. It's a sports thing. I'm neither of those. But as action figures, they're actually incredible. They're really good. Like, the posability looks solid and the face sculpts are unreal. So after revealing their first wave of figures last week, the starting lineup team comes to Hasbro PulseCon to walk us through the figures and their mind-blowing details. They've got like visible veins in their temples. It's freaky. So sports fans, sneaker fans, action figure fans, these toys they simply have to be seen to be believed. They're so good. So please do check out the starting lineup panel on Hasbro PulseCon Day 1. And please do follow at Hasbro Pulse and at Starting Lineup Official on Instagram for more. That's right, baby. Then, in the middle of Day 2, we're going to move on to Magic the Gathering. So please do join Matt and Gavin in kicking off a year-long celebration of 30 years of Magic the Gathering, 3 full decades. So we're going to see a total of 16 never-before-seen cards boasting 42 pieces of art across all Hasbro PulseCon reveals. I've had a little sneak peek at something that I'm not at liberty to tell you about, but it's pretty exciting, I gotta tell you. That's basically all I can say about it, and you're gonna see why on Hasbro PulseCon Day 2. Dungeons & Dragons is it? So, now, although Dungeons & Dragons doesn't actually have a panel on Hasbro PulseCon this year, 2023 is going to be huge for the iconic role-playing game with a brand new movie coming to theaters in March 2023 that is called Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves. And, I understand, you have something for this? Oh, God! Fresh news is breaking, heavens above. So we have a special message from the film's writers and directors. We have John Francis Daly, Jonathan Goldstein, and Jeremy Latcham. They're going to sign on, especially for you, the fans. Roll the clip like you would a dice. Did you get it?
Hello, Hasbro PulseCon. I'm John Francis Daly.
And I'm Jonathan Goldstein. We are the writers and directors of Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves.
We're huge fans of the brand. We've been fans for a very long time. I was first introduced to it on the set of Freaks and Geeks as an actor when I was 14 years old and have been in love with Dungeons & Dragons ever since.
And we don't think anyone has quite done justice to all that D&D allows you to do. The imagination, the adventure, the fun. We tried to make a movie, and I think hopefully you'll agree that hits all those things and checks all those boxes.
So we're so excited to introduce the film to you all, and we're ready to unleash it onto the world. So without further ado, thank you so much, Hasbro.
Wait, there's going to be toys. Lots and lots of toys.
Oh, that's right, of course. Because you don't think of Hasbro without thinking toys. And there are a ton of amazing toys on the pipeline that are D&D associated, and we can't wait to show them to all of you.
Enjoy. Thank you.
Hello, Hasbro PulseCon. I'm Jeremy Latcham, the producer of the upcoming Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves, and I am so excited about what D&D means to fans, to friends, to a group of people sitting around a table getting to know each other, and the imagination, the adventure it sparks, and the teamwork that you find, and the family you find, and the monsters that you find, mostly, along the way. And I'm so excited for the movie. I hope that you find a film that delivers heart and that delivers tons and tons of laughs and that delivers unexpected and incredibly inventive action sequences that capture the spirit of failing and trying again and failing again, but hopefully having a good time along the way and maybe persevering and overcoming and winning in the end. I think that's kind of what the movie encapsulates, and I think that's what the game encapsulates, and hopefully we find a film that takes us on that journey together. I'm really excited for the toy line. I think Hasbro's done an incredible job of finding awesome ways to bring these dragons and the monsters and the weapons and the characters to life in all kinds of different ways, including Nerf, which I'm super excited about personally. And I cannot wait for you all to see the movie in March. And I'll see you at the movies.
Here's the thing. We're a team of thieves. And when you do this, you're bound to make enemies. Sometimes those enemies come looking for revenge. Truth be told, we helped the wrong person steal the wrong thing. We didn't mean to unleash the greatest evil the world has ever known. But we're gonna fix it.
So how do we pull that off? Figure it out over a drink?
Probably best. You need to give us a fighting chance. We're gonna need strength. You got this, right?
I know you don't.
We also need courage, magic, and you. What is that again? It's an owl bear.
Let's go!
Be warned. There is evil here.
I'm glad he's on our side.
This one's dangerous. But whatever happens, we'll be ready.
What is it exactly that you bring to this?
I'm a planner. I make plans.
You've already made the plan, so
If the existing plan fails, I make a new plan.
so you make plans that fail.
No,
He also plays the lute.
not relevant.
Well, it looks good, that, doesn't it? My word. So I understand, after the Dungeons & Dragons hype, I think we're going to catch up with some fan comments. Am I right in saying that? Few is legend. Come on, HGC. Stop. I am, though, aren't I? Come on. That's very kind of you. I'm literally terrified right now, but I feel like this is going okay. So thank you, HGC. Oh, what do we got? Ultra Marcus by Big Emlet. Prepare our wallets for pain. That's the attitude, baby. You got to brace for the damage. It's coming. We all know that we got to set a little something aside for upcoming purchases. Good God, that's the lifestyle we chose, right? We got anybody else on the line? It's coming, it's coming. Hasbro Pulse. I'm stoked for Avalon Hill. That's Joe Crazy, 3193. I got to tell you, Avalon Hill, man, this is a new one on me again. I'm a bit of a casual when it comes to board games, but you're going to want to see what they got coming. It's pretty sick. Yeah, Avalon Hill. I may be a convert. It's horrendous. Like, I'm being sold on so much stuff today, and I'm hosting. Transformers is part of my life even to the day I die. That's Autobot Zine and Emma. Same. I feel like it's been there forever. It ain't going anywhere, and it's only getting better. We are eating so well these days. And now, I have not so much a teaser as it is a major announcement. Indiana Jones is back. Yes, indeed. Dr. Henry Walton Jones Jr. will be back in figure form, and he's not going to be alone. Right now, it's all as much of a secret as the Ark of the Covenant itself. All I've got is a scrappy notebook with some drawings in it. And all I can say is that the first wave of figures are all based on the 1981 film, Raiders of the Lost Ark. You'll remember that? Pure classic. So, if you want to discover more, I would like it if you'd stick around for the Indiana Jones brand panel on day 2 of Hasbro PulseCon. Next up, I was just talking about this, Avalon Hill, we're coming in. So the Board Game Kings are going to be walking us through the latest on HeroScape, Age of Annihilation. A HasLab project by Avalon Hill, coming off the success of their first project, Hero Quest. You'll remember that? Now, HasLab, what's that? It's the Hasbro Pulse crowdfunding platform, which aims to put dream products into your hands, because the products are actually backed by fans. That's you, that's us. So our support is what gets these coveted items made. You'll remember Unicron. Whew, that was totally worth it. Oh, the news, it's breaking. That's my theme song. What the heck? Gosh, we now go live to me. Thanks, me. I am the news right now. I am pure current affairs. And I understand the team at Avalon Hill has okayed me to reveal the following world premiere. This is a sneak peek at the work-in-progress box art for HeroScape Age of Annihilation. Gosh, that's fun to say. Whoa, what's going on here? Who's this fella with his teeth? Gosh, this is a lot to take in. So this is a cheeky look at the world they're creating for Age of Annihilation. Oh, God, I've got to take a minute to let this soak in. There is a lot going on here. We got like insect mantis monsters. We got explosions. Is that like a flying saucer monster man? But this is an all-new brand-level piece for HeroScape to function as both the key art and the packaging art for HasLab. This celebrates the rebirth of this mythical adventure-scape, bringing new characters and storylines into the mythos. And this artwork, although it looks awesome, it is still work in progress, and they're going to need about another 6 weeks to finalize it. You've seen the level of detail we're working with here. Miracles take a minute. We can give them a month and a half. But we think it serves as a bit of a behind-the-curtain glance at the world that Avalon Hill is creating for Age of Annihilation. The team at Pilot and Yellowfly did a banging job on this. Good God. Look at this. This is like an album cover. But I hope this has sparked some imaginations and got some hype going, as this is Avalon Hill's first and only visual showing where the brand's going to be going. It looks pretty sick. It looks extremely metal. So please do be sure to catch Avalon Hill's panel on day 2 of Hasbro PulseCon, where Christopher, Patrick, Craig, and special guest Chaz of Watch It Played are going to tell you more about HasLab's, once again, I'm going to say it, HeroScape Age of Annihilation. God, this is so much fun. On to Star Wars. So, have you guys been watching Andor on Disney Plus? It's pretty good, isn't it? It's all subterfuge. It's the sort of origin story of the main guy out of Rogue One. I'm just watching it for Diego Luna. That is a good look at that. But the Star Wars Hasbro toy brand team has revealed to me that they won't just be going deep on 1 figure, not 2, not even 3, 4, forget about it, 5, you insult me. Actually, it's 6 new figures based on the hit show Andor. These are the toys you're looking for. So please do join the Star Wars Hasbro toy brand team as they walk you through some new reveals, and also what's coming up beyond 2022 in the far-off future of future adventure space down the pipeline. So catch the full Star Wars brand panel as they close off day 2 of Hasbro PulseCon. Oh boy, it's time to talk about Transformers. Oh, here we go. We're doing it again. Oh, this is the only song that matters. That's right, you're in my house now. So let's talk about Transformers, baby. Hasbro's most evergreen toy line gets to kick off Hasbro PulseCon 2022 as the first panel, coming up in about an hour and a half, I reckon. As the first panel with Isabella, Ben, Mark, and Evan. They're going to show off the newest robots in the freshest of disguises. Now, the team has blessed me with the ridiculous honor of revealing part of a poster. This is a teaser within a teaser, if you will, like a pretender. Remember those? Mega pretenders? More, much more than meets the eye. So, here's a portion of the 2023 Legacy poster. That's right, Legacy's coming back for a second year. So what do we got here? We got some Dinobots. I'm seeing Grimlock, I'm seeing Swoop, I'm seeing Big Slug, excuse me. These were Studio Series boys, right? Are they coming into Legacy as well? That's kind of huge. What's that cheeky double-pronged gun over there on the left? Is that a little car door floating behind it? I have a suspicion as to what that is, but I reckon you guys should get involved. Hit us up in the chat, in the comments. What do you think we're seeing here? Who's that over on the right? Is that a Junkion? Is he standing atop another Junkion? Heck if I know. But like, I like the trees. Those are a nice touch. And the color palette, we're talking big green. I have something very cool to share as well. Can we pull this up? It seems like we have some artwork. Is that right? Do we have some artwork? There it is. This is, who's this doing a ninja kick? Gosh, so this, I understand, is a cover that's been drawn by Transformers team lead designer, Mark, who is actually going to be joining the panel, the Hasbro PulseCon Transformers panel, at the start of day one. But what could it mean that this is coming up now? Is that Ravage down there? Is that some kind of dog man? Oh boy, this is all good stuff. I love this neon aesthetic. I love the headband, I love the graffiti logo. I love the pose, I love the colors. Who is that guy? I mean, we know who it is, but can we say it? Probably not. Right then, I reckon it's time to introduce yet another toy influencer slash fan. We're going to be chatting, as I've said, to some collectors from countries where Hasbro Pulse has already launched to get the fans in these new territories involved, get some hype on the go. And earlier this year, Hasbro Pulse launched in Germany. So to talk a little bit about the hobby biz, we have a chap called Christainment on the line from YouTube, all the way from Deutschland. Hello, meine Freunde.
Hallo, da drüben, wie geht es euch? How are you? Thank you for having me. It's awesome to be here.
Yeah, delighted to have you, man. I'm feeling good. How are you feeling?
I'm kind of nervous, actually, but it's gonna be great.
Tell me about it. This is where I live, man. I live in Transformers and anxiety. So, tell me, how did you start collecting Transformers, Chris?
Actually, I always told my friends I'm never going to collect Transformers. I have so many things here. I don't want to start Transformers because it's so huge. They are here from the 80s till now, non-stop. You can buy millions, you're feeling it, millions of the Transformers. But somehow I got 1, I got 2, I got 7, I got 100, I got almost 200 right now. We see some here from the G1 series. My favorite one you got here, it's of course.
Yes, Soundwave.
It's a Soundwave. And yeah, I love the style, and I love just the style of it.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's quite a stack you got behind you. I see Power Master Optimus. Is that Gigawatt as well, the crossover lad?
Yeah, and also the Ecto 1.
Oh my gosh. I see Flame. That's a motivator. In the gold box. Good lad.
Yeah.
I feel like you and I are on the same page vis-a-vis what's good about G1.
But I love to have it here, so. On the same page, you said, watch your t-shirt, watch mine, so.
Oh my gosh, are we adversaries now? Are we enemies for life? Is that what's happening? Have I made a nemesis today?
We're combiners for life.
Okay, let's go with that. So Chris, tell me, when did you make the step from just collecting to moving on to doing YouTube as well?
Actually 9 years ago. I got a birthday for 2 days, so 2 days ago I had 9 years of YouTube, and it's like I want to show my hobby to the world, to Germany actually, because my videos are just in German. I tried some English ones, but yeah, you hear it, my English is not the perfect one, but in German it's quite good, and the response was so good. I just keep doing it, and I love toys, I love the artistic about it, I love everything about it. That's the problem also, I just can't focus on one toy line, just Transformers for example. You see here the older ones from Hasbro, the Visionaries. I also got some Power Rangers, I got some G.I. Joes. So it's a whole bunch of cool Hasbro toys I got here, and they don't stop. They do not stop.
That's the thing, it never ends, does it? Visionaries, mad respect for Visionaries representation. I'm delighted about that.
Thank you.
Good man. So I got to ask, what are you hoping to see at Hasbro PulseCon this year?
I'm hoping to see some combiners.
Oh,
yeah, I heard something, a rumor, but I want to see it myself. So I'm pretty thrilled about the small combiner.
A small combiner? So we're not talking like Legacy Menasor big lad size, we're talking a smaller one.
Also the Indiana Jones would be awesome. I loved the toys back then. I'm stoked to see Indiana Jones.
Yeah, right. That's so unexpected to see that making a comeback. I'm pretty excited about it though, because like that's something that I never expected to see again with the whip and the hat. But heavens above, I got to ask. So the fans are watching at home. We're loving this. But if they want to see more of you, more of your reviews, where are they going to go? What are we looking for?
You just go to YouTube and type in Christainment, like entertainment, just the Chris with double S. Or you can check out me on Instagram with Chris_tainment, and of course on Facebook.
Good man. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us, Dankeschön, and so forth. I hope you'll enjoy the Transformers panel as much as I will. Ah, look at that, a gentleman.
Thanks for having me.
So delighted to have you on the show, mate. Have a banging Hasbro PulseCon. Oh, he's gone. Oh, see you later then. Well then, that's about it for the preview show. I hope you've enjoyed speculating with me. Once again, I cannot wait to see what's coming up in the... Oh, hang on. I've got to take this. Barweek Grana, you are go for Thew.
Thew, come on. You cannot sign off the show without telling everyone your expectations of this year's Transformers panel. Come on.
Oh my gosh, heavens above. Ladies and gentlemen, it's GameSpot and Giant Bomb's very own Lucy James. How unexpected. She's a geek culture queen, producer, podcaster, lover of cats, and woman of many talents. Welcome to the show, Lucy. What's kicking off?
Thank you so much for having me. I have been watching along at home and I've been having an amazing time. You've been doing an incredible job getting everyone excited and getting everyone to speculate about what they think they're going to see from Hasbro PulseCon. But I've got to know, what do you think is going to happen with Transformers? What do you see coming in the near future?
Very good, future. That's where we live right now. This is the future. So what do I want? What do I think's coming? I mean, I'd quite like to see what's kicking off with Transformers Earthspark. That's the new show. Rise of the Beasts, maybe. Cheeky update on that and the toy line. I'd love to see what's going on with that. But in terms of like legacy, that's the main thing right now, right? We've seen a bit of G2 coming back. We've got Laser Prime, Leadfoot, Road Rocket. So I'd like to see him expand on that. Bit of Clench, Thunder Clash, maybe. I just want to see some of those weirdo, obscure characters from the 88 to 91 period come back. I want to see Cloudburst. Let's have that happening. But
hand on heart though, what would be like the wild card prediction for you though? What would be like if Hasbro looked into your soul, what would be the one thing that you would absolutely love to see?
Well, I gotta tell you, my soul is 98% Skywarp, and we've got plenty of him. So like, I don't know, Skyquake would be awesome, or Stalker, one of the Predators from the sort of in-between era, maybe a fresh Lio Kaiser, or Deathsaurus. We want to see some of those weirdos, man. I want to see that come back.
Yeah, definitely. Just like go through all of them. Just get all the weirdos out. That's what we want to see.
Yeah, man. I guess we'll find out. We got about an hour and a bit to see if any of my dreams come true. Are you going to be watching along?
Of course I'm going to be watching. I've been watching the pre-show already and I'm buckled up. I'm ready to watch the rest of it. I'm very excited. Everyone knows me for being obviously very into video games and, as you mentioned, cats and geek culture, but you might not know that I am a very big X-Men fan. So I am very, very excited for the X-Men Legends stuff and the panel coming later today. I've got my Mystique pre-order in already.
Nice.
But I'm very excited to see more of that.
Are there any particular X-Mans you'd be looking forward to?
So my favorite comic book graphic novel of all time is Dark Phoenix Saga by Claremont and Byrne, and so I already love that like the 90s animated series that Hasbro has kind of taps into that a lot, and so I'm really hoping. We've got Jean Grey. If I get a Dark Phoenix, that's me done. But we've already got Mystique, so I'm good. I'm good with Mystique, but if there's a Dark Phoenix anywhere, that would day one.
Pure bonus level material. Awesome, man. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that myself. So, I mean, thanks for joining me, Lucy. This is a trip. I can't believe this is happening. But yeah, it's been delightful to have you. Is there anything you'd like to say to the fans watching across the Europe and the broader globe?
Well, I mean, you've got a good couple days of tons of reveals and panels, so buckle up, but also stay hydrated and enjoy the show.
I don't mind if I do. Thanks for saying that. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I hope you enjoy Hasbro PulseCon 2022. Everybody, you can catch Lucy on Giant Bomb and GameSpot. She told me to stay hydrated. Sorry about that. Oh, boy. Whew, I think we're going to have some comments coming in. Is that right? Sweet, sure. Hit me up, baby. Let's go. You guys have the totally awesome YouTube channel. So keep up the good work. Hasbro PulseCon 2022. That's JD Tank Videos. Cheers, JD. Yeah, we're doing our best. I think we're pulling it off, ain't we? Hasbro Pulse is always first with the strong content. And, you know, I'm just delighted to be a part of it. Swoop, there it is. Yes, mate. That's Optimus Primal coming in. I love a hip-hop Transformers pun. Can we do anything with Grimlock? Is that going to work? Probably not. But, you know, keep it coming, man. Keep those puns on the go. That's what I live for, man. Transformers and puns. That's my bread and butter. Do you have anybody else on the line? D&D, yes! I echo this enthusiasm. That was a banging clip. This is just a dad who loves toys more than his kids. I can relate. Yeah, pushing 40, still 8 at heart. Love it. But yeah, D&D looks pretty solid, right? Chris Pine, looking fine. Fully on board for Honor Among Thieves, and it's nice to hear from the team. Can't wait for PulseCon. Gonna be epic. That's by BLK SRS. Is that Luxus? Yeah, me too. I mean, it's kind of already happening. It's kind of already epic. Thanks very much. But having said that, would you look at the time? I think we've made it to the end of our preview show. Oh, what a trip. But it's almost time for Hasbro PulseCon 2022. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope we've got you kind of pumped up for some big old reveals coming in the next couple of days. I'm delighted to have been a part of it. I literally never thought anything like this would happen. But look at me here, in my own future synthwave tunnel, talking to the fans from the heart. But all that's left for me to do is to wish the hosts over in the States a good show. We have Cleo Thomas, actor, gamer, streamer, and Hasbro mega fan, supported by collectible connoisseur DJ Amen. Amen? DJ Amen on the ones and the twos. So good luck over there, team. Have a great Hasbro PulseCon. As for you, the fans, be sure to tune in about a quarter of an hour, a bit less. So you've got time. Oh wait, an hour and a quarter. Never mind. So you got time to make some toast, stick the kettle on, have a nice little snack, run to the bog, and yeah, give it an hour or so. We'll be back for Hasbro PulseCon 2022. So goodbye, auf Wiedersehen, adios, au revoir, and indeed, ciao. My name's Theo. This has been an absolute treat. Have we got some more comments?